Hi everyone, it's RAXX. We did something pretty fantastic today. We cleared 150 solo necro in hardcore playing solo self-found. That means we have cleared 6 out of the 7 classes, and very soon I will be attempting to do the wizard, and as far as I'm aware, if I am successful and get the wizard down, I will be the first person ever to do all 7 classes solo in hardcore for 150, the max level, while playing solo self-found. So I never grouped with anyone for anything. I never did any rat runs with people. I never did group bounties, nothing like that, which makes the game significantly harder. So our biggest challenge is up ahead, but for now, let's talk about the necro. So I actually, if you look there, I'm very disgusted with myself because a lot of things have gone wrong so far. There's been one huge mistake and one very unlucky thing that already happened. So the unlucky thing is the fact that this power pylon is there. You might think, oh, 0% power pylon. That's amazing, right? No. I don't need any power pylon at all. I only want it for the boss. So now my option is to save the power pylon and try to come back later and use it to kill the boss and spawn it back here. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe I will leave a huge clump of trash up here and use the power pylon later. And the mistake I made, if you want to rewind and watch it again, I have to Land of the Dead right away. And I did that to activate my Macabre stacks for my first attack. However, I used my Army of the Dead on the wrong rotation. I used it one rotation early, so that essentially wasted another entire rotation for me. So already, I'm honestly thinking about leaving. I'm probably, I don't know if you can tell about it in my face, but I'm not happy right now. But I was like, you want to know what am I going to do here? Trying to decide, do I want to leave some trash here and try to use this again, or do I want to use this power pylon to catch up? And really not sure what to do, but I eventually decide, you want to know what? I think I'm just going to take the power and hope that everything works out for me later. I don't think I'm going to go for any other tricky stuff and try to respawn back here. So either play could be made. I'm still not sure what was the right call, but with the mistakes that have happened as I need to move my Enchantress, she's ruining everything for me. I finally go take the power, and I say, let's just see what happens here. If we get enough kills here, we should get a beautiful Ring of Fire on both of these yellows. And with the power pylon, I may be able to do enough damage to them to kill them with one Ring of Fire, which is normally not possible on a yellow. Let's see what happens. They're getting barbecued. The Golgor is down. I also have Frailty from my Grim Scythe. And boom, both yellows are down. Oh, I almost missed a grape. Go back, and now we're even. Good enough. Now let's not make any more mistakes and see what happens. So I have 25 stacks for playing a Ring of Fire build. The Ring of Fire will kill the elites, and I will kill the trash, no problem. The idea is I use my Land of the Dead, I use my Army of the Dead to pixel the monsters like that, then I freeze them, and then I activate my Nairs with my Bone Armor, and then I nuke everything. The trash just gets vaporized, and that was my second power hit, so that was very easy to get them all down. So now, I'm pretty sure on this next hit, it's going to be Ring of Fire. And so I would like to barbecue both of these yellows if possible. So we're just getting as much stuff as we possibly can over here. Need it to all walk over here. And I would like to throw the Ring of Fire on that summoner. So you'll see my Land of the Dead and my Army of the Dead should come up right before my poison cycle, so I can activate them both in physical, so I can make sure that I'm dealing all of my damage in poison. So here we go. We group them all up, land, and we detonate. There's the Ring of Fire. Not quite the best placement. It wasn't on the Licky Tongue, but the most important thing is that it had to go on the Summoner, because the Summoner is by far in my opinion, the hardest to kill because they never want to come close to me. The Licky Tongue I can usually get to do whatever I want. The summoner barely died. Perfect, that's what I wanted. I know I will kill the Licky Tongue later, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so I'm not wasting a Dark Hellion Festering. I see that Terror Demon, I make a decision instantly. I say, forget it. I'm never going to be able to pull him down. I played this game long enough to know you can never get a Terror Demon to do whatever you want. So this is one helpful thing in this game. You know, when you learn about what mob types do what. For example, on the previous hit, I made sure to put my Ring of Fire on the Summoner because the Summoner is hard to kill, right? Same idea here. Terror Demon, I'm never killing him. He's never going to follow me. So I just don't even try. The fact that I didn't try has saved me a lot of time, as I am very, very surprised. I did not think I was going to get another Ring of Fire there. So I was not prepared for that at all. That surprised me. But I guess we'll take it. So trying to kill the cultists, obviously we got most of them down. Again, with those cultists, I know that they and the Licky Tongue will follow me. Not too worried about it. There's the conduit. That's what we wanted. Let's move up. Let's grab everything. Hello, friends. Follow me. Let's go to the conduit. And luckily, the cultists did run all the way over here for us. I'm pretty sure we have everything here, so we're going to do one more hit and then click the conduit. We do the hit first. That way, we can have a much lower mob count, which will buff the damage of the conduit, right? So here we go. The conduit is active. We are down 1 yellow because the Terror Demon, I was never going to get him down here in a million years. And then you might be thinking, is it worth it to run up and kill it? And I would say absolutely not. It's way too far for me to run. And as they're CCing me everywhere, Necros don't have great immunity at all to crowd control, so kind of at their mercy. And this is hardcore. If I die, I'm gonzo. But we have a fantastic lead right here. That Ring of Fire was wasted. It's just too bad the way that worked out. Maybe it would have been smarter to jump over here and drop the Ring of Fire. That's really, really min-maxing. Okay, now what I want to do here is I want to build stacks. I want to build stacks for another Ring of Fire. I'm looking for any elite that I can start to zap as well. There's an elite. I've got 50 stacks. And let's try to pull together a bunch of stuff and nuke it down. Conduit is still doing work. We are at 77 stacks. That's perfectly fine. And it's a good mob type. It's Summoner Charger. I have to be honest, this is a pretty great follow-up. The fact that we have Summoner Charger, a mob type that I can actually kill. By the way, I very, very carefully, I'm watching my stacks, very carefully trying to stay exactly below 100. That way we can use our Ring of Fire on something better. A Ring of Fire can kill a blue in one hit. It can't kill a yellow in one hit. I think it can do about 60% of a yellow's health. But I have badly damaged that yellow with area damage on my last hit. So if I pixel them onto the yellow and do significant damage, and the Ring of Fire has 100% uptime on the yellow could die right here. That was a godly potion right there. I was probably going to proc if I didn't potion right then, and it broke the wall. So here we go. There's the pixel. We go in, we activate, and we detonate. So I can't really see what's going on here. I have to get out of those molten explosions. And let's see if we can kill the blue or the yellow. Let's see what happens here. Yellow is very, very badly hurt. The yellow is dead. And the blue is dead in one Ring of Fire. It's an absolute miracle. If we wouldn't have pulled that off there, we would have lost, as you'll see here in a moment. That looks like a pretty good bar, right? Now, I know I do have a pylon, and maybe I could have a speed. But the reason why I just went here is because power is gone, remember? Power is what I really need. Speed could help me stack Stricken. But I'm thinking, maybe this is enough time depending on who we get. So let's just go for it right here and activate the boss. I'm going to try to bring it into the Ring of Fire here. And we have Hamlin. Okay, we have some damage from the Ring of Fire. Not too much, but again, all these little things are going to pay off. This little damage from the Ring of Fire and the double kill earlier on the yellow and the blue at 99 stacks is going to pay off in spades. So this is pretty simple. We just attack Hamlin, and in the beginning here, I honestly don't need to do what I'm doing. I really don't know why I'm stutter stepping. The main reason why I was doing it is I didn't understand how much the rats were going to hurt me. I don't want to die. But eventually you'll see I just stop doing that, and I just stand still and swing at him. So Hamlin is probably a really good boss for me. The reason why is there's area damage, and maybe we can get some Oculus rings, so those are both great news. The problem is am I actually building Stricken on Hamlin? Stricken stacks only apply on the first monster hit with an attack, so I'm hoping by me targeting Hamlin that most of my Stricken stacks are going on him and not his adds. But if it's spreading my Stricken stacks around, I am certainly going to lose. So I get the area damage and I get the Oculus rings, hopefully, at the cost of my Stricken is not guaranteed to go on Hamlin. All I can do is swing and fire on rotation. Now, something catastrophic is going to happen in this fight, and it nearly made me lose this attempt. And I was thinking about dismissing my Enchantress, because you're going to see here she's going to start choking and throwing the runaway. I was trying to save that little guy right there, the frailty hit, for an Aki so I could use it on Hamlin himself. And what I maybe should have done is moved away, had him port, and then swung at him there, and then brought in the other guy later. But I decided, this hit isn't going to be good anyway. I don't have any Stricken stacks anyway this early in the fight, so let's just go for it. And we need to make those plays later when he's lower. Excuse me. But so my Enchantress, do you see where she's at? Do you see how she's fighting at range? Well, for some reason, she does exactly what she's doing there. She starts running away, and this is going to start baiting the rats away from me, and it's also going to bait Hamlin away from me. And this is going to start to turn catastrophic, and I thought very seriously about dismissing her. But the reason why I'm glad I didn't, and I think it may have made us lose. First of all, it's dangerous. I lose the cheat death, right? And also, if I would have dismissed her, I would have lost 10 cooldown reduction. I absolutely cannot lose that. If I lost it, then I would not be able to do my rotation properly, and I can pretty much guarantee you we would have lost. So I'm going to have to play around my Enchantress being a dummy head and hope for the best as I try to creep over into the Oculus ring over here. Okay, got the boss at half health. We're running out of time. I'm thinking that this is looking okay, but look what's happening. Oh, some of the rats are running away. Look how far away my Enchantress just ran. So I dive forward to leash her over here, and now Hamlin jumps on her, and then she's going to run away again. Enchantress, you're throwing. There she goes. She runs really far away. Hamlin's upset about it. Now he's over there. Now the rats can't enter because of the green ring. So there goes my area damage. Couldn't even bring them in with the army of the dead. Never lucky. So the Enchantress is throwing big time. And I'm running out of time. Now, there is going to be something that happens here where this just comes down to I didn't research the in-depth mechanics of my class, so I just didn't know the timings. I'm coming down to the wire here, and I do not know if I have 1 or 2 hits left. By the way, again, my Enchantress throws Hamlin down here. I don't know if I have 1 or 2 hits, and I'm like, should I just keep building Stricken for 40 seconds and hit 1 more time? And I decide no. I'm going to hit right now and pray I have a second hit. So here we go. Here's the hit. Unfortunately, the ring spawned on the wrong side. All right, I don't have a land up. My land is gone. So everyone in chat thought the fight was over, and I was like, there's one more thing we can do. There are corpses on the ground. So on the next poison cycle, I'm just going to stun him with bone armor, activate Chrisbins, and just pray. If Hamlin ports away, we lost, but he's right on the corpses right now. Last chance. Here comes poison. Gotta stun him and spam, and what happens? 1 second left. Gonzo. 6 classes down, guys. We have 1 more to do. If we clear the wizard, we did all 7 classes in 1 season. Solo self-found in hardcore. Let's see what happens. It's going to be tough. GG's.
I have only one more life to take. Then it is done.